What's up everyone, WizardKen here with another Xbox One World of Tanks video. Today we're going to be finally reviewing the Tier 8 British tank destroyer, the Charioteer. And I probably screwed it up for the very last time saying this name. So there we go, you guys won't have to hear me butcher this name anymore. I've really had a fun time with this tank, especially after, you know, having to deal with the Tier 7 Challenger. That tank was just ridiculous, and it was nice to get a tank that actually can stand up and fight against other tanks of its tier and higher. Really, to be honest with you, that was the only problem with the Challengers, is its gun. And if it had a better gun on it, maybe we would have seen some better battles and gotten a lot. Maybe not have felt as bad about that tank. You know, that tank just. It was a terrible tank, and sometimes you get that in this game. There's some lines you go down, and there's one tank that just really ruins the fun in the game. You're just like, I really cannot wait to get done with this tank. And I know you guys have been there. A lot of you guys have sent me questions on other tanks, and like, how do I beat this tank? And I'm like, you just gotta push through it, because it's a crap tank. I hated that tank, and you just gotta push through it. So I understand your pain, and you guys have gone through it with me, and I want to thank you guys so much for being so supportive in this series, and you guys are amazing. Without you, there would be no YouTube channel. I do this and I love it because of you guys. I really do. I love doing this thing, but you guys just make it 100 times better. You just words can't explain how grateful I am for you guys, and I thank you so much for that. So anyways, let's jump into what we're going to be doing today with this tank. So we're going to go really quickly over the stats of this tank. We're not going to spend much time in it. We're going to go straight out into battles and see what we can do. We're not going to do a tank inspector, like looking at the armor and stuff, because really this tank has no armor. So we really just need to look at the stats, see how to play this tank, which we've had plenty of time to do it, to learn this tank, and I feel very, very comfortable doing a review on this tank. Now, am I an expert in this thing? No, I am still not an expert in this thing. I have my good games and I have my bad games. I still do some stupid things here and there, but majority of the time, I'm not bad in this tank. I really, really enjoy this tank a lot, and hopefully I can do it justice in this video. Now, real quick, just so you guys know, we're going to be going over the stats, like by hitting Y and going into this stats, and then we're also going to be looking at the gun really quickly, and its stats and stuff. The reason why we're doing it this way instead of the picture way is because I wanted to go through this quickly, but also my dog, my little puppy, peed all over my stats paper and this morning, and so I'm actually letting all that stuff dry real quick so I can rip it out and throw it away. So yeah, unfortunately, the fucking puppy is ruining this video. Swear to God, he's like the devil. I love him because he's got this like lovely face, and he could be so cool and awesome. But then he just goes and says, you know what? I'm going to put up my middle finger on my paw and say, fuck you, Dad. Fuck you. And that's what he does. So anyways, let's go over the stats. So as you can see in this thing, the hit points on this tank is 1050. You're going to be facing tier 8s, 9s, and 10s with this tank. And let me tell you, you're pretty much going to die pretty quickly if you're going against some of the tier 9s and a lot of tier 10s, because some of those tanks can just hit like a Big Mac truck and kill you instantly. So it's no fun getting hit by those tanks, but you have a decent gun to be able to bring that shit back and knock them down too. It's been nice when a tank shoots at me at tier 10, like a T110E3 shoots at me, and I'm like, you know what, fuck you, I'm gonna hit your lower plate, and I smack them, and you can just see that health pool go down a decent amount, and they start backing away. It's like, yeah, that's right, I might not have a lot of hit points, I might be a smaller tank, but I could still hurt you. So it's really good feeling. Not like the Challenger where we couldn't do that. It was pretty much they shoot at us and we're like, yeah, we're gonna shoot back. Oh, we tickled you, sorry, leave us alone, and you have to run away. The speed limit on this thing is 52 kilometers per hour, which means, so combining the hit points and the speed together pretty much shows you that you need to play this tank very supportively. I mean, you do not have the hit points to be able to take a shot from a Death Star or a Jagdpanzer E100. Those tanks are going to one-shot you very easily. I believe the T110, E3, and E4 are pretty close to one-shotting you. I can't remember exactly their stats, but pretty much everybody there is going to set you up for death if they hit you, and that's a scary feeling. And the speed limit is 52, so that means, right, like I said, you need to play supportively and be able to get in and out of this situation pretty quickly if it starts getting hairy. Do not be afraid to run away in this tank and fight another, another day kind of thing. Reposition yourself and get out of there. That's the best thing I can say to you. Now, the turret rotation is 18 degrees a second. Now, we didn't talk about this the first time when we did the first impression, but this is something we really need to talk about because the turret speed is very, very slow. So don't think that you're going to be able to be like a light tank, run up towards somebody, have your turret turning, and shoot them on this, side while you're going past them. I mean, you could do it, but you really have to set yourself up with your turret pretty much already facing towards them because this thing turns very slow. So just just realize that it's not going to go very fast. So the view range on this thing is 370 meters, which is not bad. I think with the binoculars and stuff like that, you get up to what, almost 400, pretty close, 390, 395. So it's not terrible, and the camo is above average, but do not rely on it. It's not going to be like your saving grace and stuff like that. So let's look at the last package real quick one more time. We have a 105 millimeter AT gun on this thing, which is pretty awesome. Shoots almost 6 rounds in a minute. The penetration is 268 and the damage is 390. So we're going to be doing some decent damage compared to what we were originally doing on the first gun, which was only 230 damage. So definitely a huge improvement. The penetration definitely went up, which is nice. The aim time takes a little bit, 2.40, but it's not bad. Accuracy is 0.34. And as you can see on the turret armor, pretty much you don't get a turret this entire game, or this entire tank. The only thing that switches is the gun, the tracks, and the radio. You don't even get a better engine, which is fine. But I can't wait to get the Conway. Like I said, we still have to buy it. But this one, you stick with the same gun the entire time, a tier 10 gun, the entire time, which is pretty badass. Look at that. You just stick with a tier 10 gun the entire time. All you're changing is the engine and tracks and radio, kind of like what we did with this one. You know what? That's actually nice that Wargaming did that, where you just get the best gun right off the bat, other than a tier 10, and you just get to blow people away. And the only thing you're building up is just your tracks, engine, and radio, which is pretty cool. It's a nice change of pace for once. Instead of being like, oh my god, I gotta use this tank until I get the last package, which could be like 2 or 3, 4 packages down the line. Finally get a big gun, have some fun with that tank, but then you're already moving on to the next tank. And you didn't get to really enjoy that tank. So, alright, so anyways, enough talking. Let's jump into the field and take everything we've learned from the very first video, the first impression, until now, and see what we could do. I will try to talk about what I'm going to be doing on these situations, like always, and try to show you how I like using the tanks in certain ways. Hopefully we don't get a city map. This tank is not a city map player, really. It really is not. It really needs that open space to be able to maneuver, get into different positions, fire at tanks, and be able to get away if it needs to. It's not very good with very limited area of operation. So anyways, let's go. Alright guys, so we're on Karelia standard battle going against tier 9s, tier 8s, and tier 7s. This pisses me off. I mean, it's not bad. We only have a couple tier 9s and stuff, but the last 2 games that you guys won't see, I had tier 8s and tier 7s and tier 6s. It was awesome. But what happened? Utter team fail. It was so bad, to the point like I'm the last person alive on the first one and get a couple of good hits in, but it wasn't showing off the tank at all. I really had to do things that was not really set for this tank. It was bad. I got like 3 kills and a whole bunch of hits in, but like I said, I was not using this tank to its best ability. and so I don't want to show that. So, what was the other thing? Wow, I am spotting way out there, which is really, really good. And in the other game, the enemy caps, and our team just stands there. There's like 3 heavies near the cap. None of them move up to actually do anything. You know what? I might actually try to track this guy. Fuck it. I'll take the hit. Alright, so. Got a couple of tanks right there. Yeah. There we go. Oh, he's tracked. You know he's pissed. Yeah, that's right. Shoot at me. Shoot at where you saw my tracer. There you go. That works. How's this work for you? Eat it. Sit over here and just keep sniping at people. That's the best thing we can do. Let our guys move forwards and take on these guys that are down here in the little groove. This is a really excellent spot for tank destroyers. I mean, you sit way back. You're not exposed at all unless they come around this corner and stuff. And you could just pop at everyone. Now, we're probably going to get exposed up here, though. There we go. There's a good hit. The tiger's like, nope, running away. Nope. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. There we go. What is that? Oh, T95. Yay. For the win. Goddamn T95. That's going to hurt. T28. Eat it. Trying to get rid of those TDs. They're definitely going to be hurting my team a lot if I do not get rid of them. I mean, these things can definitely hurt some people. Oh, tracked him. That's good. That's fine. Aw, he's going to repair it. I think the other guy's like right here. Yeah, I was right. Look at that shit. There we go. There we go. This guy's going to try to run away now. Oh, and he can't do it. Yeah, this is going to be fun trying to get rid of that T95. He's probably going to hunker back behind a rock or something and just sit there and, yeah. I'm going to have to try to move up a little bit. See if I can get a shot on his side. There we go. Ah, he's going to move. Damn it. We got him tracked there. What we got to do? Oh, well, not tracked anymore. Damn it. There's the T28. Get rid of him. Help our guys out a little bit. Oh, never mind. We got a good shot on that side. And we still hit the tracks. God. I love it. I gotta get rid of that T28 for this guy that's over here. He is trying to take on that T95. There he goes. He's doing it. He is doing it. Very nicely done, sir. We're going to track him again so he can't keep pushing on you. And you can finish him off. Nicely done. Alright. And that's teamwork, guys. That's trying to think of your buddies that are up there. Trying to help them out. I mean, that was a tiger taking on that T95. And he definitely wouldn't have survived if we would have let that T95 keep moving and stuff. He did an awesome job getting up there. Getting after him. GG for that tiger. That was really ballsy. I know if I was in a tiger, I'd be like, fuck that shit. Like, seriously, fuck that shit. Ooh, IS-3. Nicely done, sir. Where'd that fucking little medium go? There he is. T26 E4. He's behind a rock. Is he coming out in the open now? Yes, he is. Just enough for me to shoot him in the butt. And we bounced. We must have hit high or something like that. We shouldn't have bounced. But now he's probably just going to stay behind the fucking rock. That's alright. We got 10 hits in. I'm really happy with what we did today on this battle. I mean, 2 spots, 2 destroys, 5 assisting. for like the tracking and shit. Or no, we did 5 tracking, yeah, and then 2 assists from those tracking. So not bad. I don't mind that. Probably going to be a really decent game for us. Let them finish him off. That's fine. Just gonna drive around through here. Just remember, guys, don't go through this area in your tanks. Like, this is such a slow area for the tracks to go through. It really makes it hard for your tanks to go through. Even this area is not the greatest. Ah, he died, but he took someone else with him.
Best job I ever had.
Alrighty, so we did pretty well. 37,000 experience points. Or 37 experience points. I wish it was 37,000 experience points. 37,000 in silver. 1,977 in experience points. 2 destroyed. 3,344 in damage. Not bad at all. 454 in assisting. 14 penetrations. I'm happy with that. We came in 4th place, which is not bad, but we were the biggest damage dealer in the entire game. So that's pretty awesome. We almost beat the T95. That's saying something in damage. So not bad at all. Alrighty, guys. So I was going to do more battles in the game, but to be honest with you, that was probably one of the best battles to show how this tank needs to be played very supportively. As you saw in that battle, we stayed far back. We were able to spot people. We were able to track people. We were able to damage people, and nobody ever found us. I don't think we were ever detected the entire game, which is pretty awesome. We did our job. We helped our teams out, and that's all you could do. I mean, you saw me where I was like bouncing off the T95 and I was taking extra shots. I shouldn't have. I should have shot that T28 when I saw him the first time again and killed him. And I was being selfish on that one. I was like, I'm going to hit the T95 because I'll get more points, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. Anyways, once I got rid of that guy, you saw me track the T95. And you saw me do it with a couple other tanks. I was like, screw it. Hit the tracks, see if we could stop them, keep them there. We did that a couple of times. It worked out really well. It allowed our team to help destroy those guys. And that's really, really, really what mattered the most on this game. And that's really what you need to look at when you're playing tanks like this. You know, you're not just supportive by staying back and shooting at everybody and trying to damage them. No, you need to be like the tacticianer out there and see, okay, I'm the supportive tank. These guys are getting pushed this way. What can I do to help my team out? And that's what we did with this tank, and we ran it really well. I'm very happy on how that battle went. This is a really, really good tank. A really good tank. It is not bad at all. From the first gun to the last gun, it is not a bad tank at all. The only problem with it, and it's really not a problem, is that you just have to learn how to play supportively. The armor is shit. You're not going to bounce anything. So play it like it needs to be played and just sit there and stay behind your buddies. If you don't get any, you know what? The first 2 games, like I said, I barely did anything in that game. We lost. You know, first game I got a couple of good hits in. Second one, I think I hit 1 person the entire game. And that's just how the cookie crumbles. You're not going to be able to rush up there and just blow everybody away just because you're not getting shots in. Sometimes it's going to happen. So, but anyways, guys, I'm WizardKen. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. This is a very good tank. I really don't need to go in depth anymore about this tank. It's a really good tank. It just needs to be played supportively. So, until next time, guys, see ya.